Welcome to What's New in Kandji. Today we're going to be taking you through some exciting improvements to our product that we've been working on. We'll also preview some of the new features you can expect to see in the near future. We have a lot to cover today, including greater flexibility in device configuration, an exciting new addition to Managed OS, a new security enhancement for Passport, better experiences for companies with an international footprint, enhancements to our platform security and performance, and integrations in Kandji API. We can't wait to show you the work we've done in each of these areas and what these improvements will enable you to do at work. Let's get started by giving you a peek into the future of managing devices with Kim Connolly.
Thanks, Weldon. This first announcement is one that I know many of our customers will be excited about. Here at Kandji, we have been looking carefully at customer feedback to provide greater flexibility in device management. As a result, we are introducing a new layer of intelligence to the library that will help ensure the right configuration gets delivered to the right device in your blueprints. Our vision is to maintain the streamlined approach to device management that blueprints provide, while adding more flexibility for the configuration and installation of library items. This is a powerful evolution of Kandji blueprints, allowing dynamic management of your devices at scale. The first feature you'll see leveraging this intelligence is rule-based deployment of custom apps and scripts coming soon. This builds on our release from early June, which allows you to create multiple instances of auto apps and managed OSs. In this iteration, you'll be able to use rules to be more specific about when you want a custom app to install or a custom script to run. The first rules will be based on device attributes, including OS version, chip type, asset tag, Mac model, supervision status, enrollment type, and file vault status. These rules will determine whether the app or script library item will run on the devices assigned to a Kandji blueprint. To show you the power of this feature, let's talk through a couple of real-life examples of new workflows this enables, reducing the time you spend managing your fleet. As many of you are aware, some vendors distribute their apps as separate Intel and Apple Silicon binaries. So, you might want to have one version of a custom app that installs only on Intel-based Mac computers and another that installs only on Apple Silicon. Creating a rule based on chip type allows you to install the correct binary on the correct Mac computers, all within the same blueprint. With this new approach, blueprints can flexibly install custom apps or run custom scripts only on the devices that match your specified criteria. And this is just the start. We'll be building on this intelligence as we add data beyond device attributes, as well as adding additional library items beyond custom apps and scripts. This will give admins more flexibility to handle a larger number of devices with less effort, all while maintaining a clear view of the state of your devices that blueprints provide. That's all from me. Now over to Mike Boylan.
Thanks, Kim. Managing operating system updates is one of the most important things that our customers do to ensure secure and consistent deployments, which is why Managed OS for macOS has been such a popular Kandji feature. But we know that you have other devices to manage and would like to streamline OS updates for those too. So I'm happy to announce that very soon, Kandji will have complete operating system coverage. We're launching Managed OS for iOS, iPadOS, and tvOS in the very near future. These new library items will allow you to better control operating system updates for your fleet of managed iPhone, iPad, and Apple TV devices. We built this feature with options that will be immediately familiar to anyone who has used Kandji's Managed OS for macOS. For each operating system, you have two options. You can automatically enforce new updates after a period of time that you specify, or you can define a minimum OS version or floor that devices must respect. If devices are found running an older version of the OS, they'll be updated to the latest one available at the time of your choosing. Kandji will download the updates to devices prior to the enforcement date that you define. That way they're ready for a fast install. Since installing updates requires a device restart, we knew it would be important to take the end user experience into account. That's why we've designed it so you can schedule updates for a specific time zone and time of day, allowing you to minimize the productivity impact on your users. For iPhone and iPad devices that don't have a passcode, and for Apple TV devices, the update sent by Kandji will be installed immediately at the moment you defined and without user intervention. For devices that do have a passcode, at the defined enforcement time, the user will be prompted to allow the installation immediately, or they can choose later. You'll note that the update is marked by iOS as required by the organization. If the user chooses later, they have the option of entering their passcode to allow the update to happen overnight, or they can choose to defer it by selecting Remind Me Later. The user can defer up to 3 times, and after that, the device will not allow them to defer anymore. With this new feature, we think both you and your users will have a great OS update experience no matter which Apple devices they have. That's just a quick overview of what we have planned for Managed OS for iOS and tvOS, and I hope you're as excited about it as we are. That's all from me. Now over to Michael Tsai.
Thanks, Mike. I'm very excited to share that we are introducing a new login experience for Passport, the feature that allows users to log in with their identity provider credentials at the device login window. With this new login experience, you can enforce a multi-factor authentication flow leveraging your identity provider's MFA capabilities when your users log into their macOS devices. With the growing importance of having multi-factor authentication across the access point of all company resources, we know that both security and IT teams are intent on applying it wherever possible. With this release, we will be able to support the following MFA factors enrolled with your identity providers: a one-time passcode via SMS, email, or MFA app, push notifications via the MFA app, or security questions. The identity providers that we will officially support for this feature include Okta, Azure AD, and OneLogin. Configuring Passport with MFA support is easy. You just select the web login authentication mode in the Passport library item. Once you provide the client ID and redirect URI for the LIDC application, your end users will be able to see the identity provider's login view at the Passport login window. Since Passport is leveraging the identity provider's login flow, the device will need to be connected to the internet in order for the web login mode to be accessible. You can choose to provide a local login experience for instances where the device is not connected to the internet, like during a flight or when your internet service provider is down. With MFA at the device login window, you can provide better security posture for device access, meet specific compliance requirements, and strengthen the level of MFA adoption for your company. For the end users, using the identity provider's flow is an easy adjustment and allows them to use the same MFA factor that's already enrolled with their user account. On the topic of user experience, I'm going to show you the highlights of a recent release, localized language support. As we continue growing throughout Europe and Asia, we've heard from many of our customers the importance of being able to provide IT services to their end users in their preferred language, especially from those with team members all around the world. Having the ability to provide a localized experience can really help foster an inclusive culture within the company. With our new localized language support, the Kandji self-service app, agent menu bar item, and migration agent will automatically detect the language configured on the device and display all non-customizable strings in that language. Since the detection is automatic and local on the devices, there's no configuration required by IT. With this new localized language support, which includes French, German, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, Chinese, and Japanese, you will be able to provide your global team members with more inclusive interactions and IT service experience. We plan to introduce even more languages and continue to expand the localized language support for Apple devices users. That's all from me. Now over to Nick McDonald.
Thanks, Michael. Here at Kandji, we have a deep commitment to deliver a reliable and secure platform to our customers. That's why I'm really excited to share some of the updates our team of world-class infrastructure and security engineers have been working on this year to increase the reliability and security of the platforms that support our services. Starting at our network's edge, we've placed our infrastructure behind Cloudflare. Cloudflare acts as a secure reverse proxy to shield Kandji services from malicious attacks, while at the same time allowing valid traffic in. Their service has a network capacity of 142 terabits per second and is capable of absorbing the largest known DDoS attacks against web applications. Implementing Cloudflare solutions has increased the security and DDoS protection immensely for our applications. Moving a bit deeper into our network, we've upgraded our ingress solution to Traffic, the industry standard for Kubernetes. This allows us to intelligently route traffic for the fastest response times while also improving security. We've also greatly improved our database reliability by spreading our databases across multiple availability zones. This gives us the ability to leverage zero downtime failovers while handling significantly more traffic. We've also migrated our database to AWS Aurora, which has greatly improved our ability to scale based on customer demand. Now let's talk a bit about the strides our team has made in improving the security of our services. In regards to application security, our security team has implemented static code security testing, software composition analysis, and dependency vulnerability scans of the components that compose the bespoke portions of our application code. This capability allows us to discover potential vulnerabilities in our application code while allowing engineers to evaluate, prioritize, and remediate discovered vulnerabilities. The Kandji infrastructure operates in over a dozen Amazon Web Services accounts. Our team has deployed alerting at all of the layers of the Kandji stack across all of these accounts, specifically at the AWS Fabric tier, our compute layer, AWS Elastic Kubernetes Service, EKS worker nodes, and Docker, the containerized middleware component of our application. In addition to this alerting, our team has also applied the CIS AWS 140 benchmark to all of our AWS accounts, ensuring that we are following industry standard best practices to protect customer data and application integrity. Combined, these improvements will lead to a more performant and highly secure experience for our customers and their data. That's all from me. Now over to Tim.
Thanks, Nick. I'm going to be talking about some exciting new integration and API features that I think you're going to love. We already have a strong partnership with Microsoft, and I'm excited to announce that we're deepening that partnership with 2 new additions to our growing catalog of Microsoft integrations. First up, our new Microsoft Active Directory Certificate Services integration. ADCS provides secure user access to your sensitive corporate resources and is a critical component with companies who use Active Directory. Our goal was to build an integration that would be both easy to set up as well as highly reliable and scalable, so your teams can get up and running using their existing ADCS environment to deploy certificates to Apple devices. Our ADCS connector is a native Windows.NET app that opens a constant, secure connection back to Kandji. If you're an Active Directory customer who's enabled the integration, you can leverage Kandji's certificate or Wi-Fi library item to deploy these certificates to your devices. Just choose a compatible authentication type, configure a few details, and you now have secure, passwordless authentication for your corporate network. The next Microsoft integration we're proud to share with you is Teams. With the upcoming Teams integration, you'll be able to easily connect to your Teams account and send event notifications from the Kandji platform to the Teams instance and channels of your choice. Our integration with Teams is designed to be flexible to suit your needs. It can send notifications to as many teams and channels as needed. You can, for example, use a critical notifications channel for certain events and an onboarding channel for new device assignments. Finally, I wanted to talk about some recent additions to the Kandji API. As a technology company, it's important to us to enable our customers to use our tools in the manner that best suits their needs. Customers frequently want to automate actions in Kandji or use their Kandji data as an input to other workflows. One recent addition to our API, which is already freeing up customers from the burden of manual interactions, is a new set of endpoints for managing ADE, or Automated Device Enrollment. Connecting these endpoints into your software stack means you can deploy fully configured devices with not only zero touch, but also zero interaction from IT teams. Data about the newly enrolled device can flow where you need it, while also informing Kandji which blueprint should be applied to your device. We're committed to continuing to evolve our API and provide users with the tools to automate or script their Kandji instance. That's all for me. Now back to Weldon.
Thanks, Tim. We're so excited to get this set of product releases into your hands, our customers and friends of Kandji. We hope they inspire you with new ideas about managing and securing your Apple devices with Kandji. Now, there is one more thing. For those of you who are attending the Black Hat Conference in Las Vegas in August, we're going to be there to reveal a brand new product. We're so grateful to have you on this journey with us, and we can't wait to celebrate what's just around the bend.